Aggarwal. He is the Cloud Strategy Manager at IBM. His session is entitled Management in a Cloud-Centric World, the New Business Paradigm. Manish is also responsible for strategic planning and rapid development of the next generation of cloud management solutions. With a strong business and technical background, Manish has more than 20 years of experience in the IT industry. He has experience helping businesses design and deploy enterprise systems, management solutions in large, complex, and distributed multi-tier environments. And you're here already. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Manish Aggarwal.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. So what do you think about the conference so far? Great, eh? I think so too. I mean, the organizers have done an incredible job. Round of applause for them. Well, before I actually get into the presentation, I wanted to set one record straight. You know, I came in late today morning, and when I came in, Santanu was talking from Amazon about ice hockey. So how many here have actually seen an ice hockey game? Well, there are quite a few, right? I mean, I'm from Toronto, Canada, and I'm telling you, the ice hockey is the holy grail of sports in Canada. Just as we are passionate about cricket, the same way Canadians feel about ice hockey. My son plays hockey, so I want to make sure I kind of defend that. So, I mean, it's an incredible game. I really encourage you to go and watch it sometime. It's a little bit of violence you need to live up to, but it's an awesome game. Now, I'm Manish Aggarwal. I'm part of the product management and strategy team in the IBM software group. And what we do is focus on cloud management solutions. Now, before I actually came into this role, I used to be a consultant in the security division at IBM. So when I took up this new role, my 9-year-old son asked me, Dad, so what is this new job you're going to do? So not sure how to respond to that from a 9-year-old. I told him, you know, my job is about to become less secure and more cloudy. Yeah, well, cloud security, I believe, is highly, underrated. It's come a long way in the last few years. But this session today is not about cloud security. What I want to do today is talk to you about how cloud is actually transforming businesses. How are these transformational applications being built in the cloud? And what kind of management capabilities we need for these applications? So, as I'm talking on this stage, I'm pretty sure there are a few of you who have got their fingers on the smartphones. I don't blame you actually, because I've been doing the same thing for the last 2 days. We are all addicted to our smartphones, right? I mean, there's one stat here which really boggles my mind. 90% of users keep their smartphones 100% within arm's reach. I'm one of those, and I'm sure a lot of you are as well. Now, what businesses want to do is, they want to take advantage of this statistic, right? They want to create more and more interactive applications so they engage you, right? And we're going to look at some examples of these applications. But before we do that, I wanted to quickly touch on this CEO study which was done by IBM. IBM does this every year. This is a study with the top 1,000 CEOs of companies, and these are not IT companies. These are like grocery chains, coffee shop, banks, insurance company, travel industry, everything, right? They were asked to rank the top 10 factors, top 10 external factors, which influence their business. And for last 2 years in a row, technology was rated as the #1 factor. Now, about 10 years back, that was number 6. So what does this actually tell you? The CEOs of all these different industries feel that the success and failure of the business going forward is depending upon the choice of technology they make today. So this is a huge opportunity for all of us, right? And we're going to look at some examples of the applications which are being built. The first one I want to talk about is American Express. American Express is one of the largest providers of credit card in the world, right? And obviously, it's got a lot of information about not only its customers, but the spending patterns of those customers as well. Now, what it launched last year was an application which took promotions from its vendors and merchants, and instead of sending these promotions to its customers, it would seem more like spam. It actually combined those promotional offers with the spending patterns of its customers in order to create more personalized offers. Offers which had a greater impact, which were much more relevant for the consumers. So this is a great example of how to combine analytics with mobile and social in the cloud. Another example I want to talk of today is mysupermarket.com. I mean, this is a great model of business innovation. I mean, we all do, what we call comparison shopping. When you want to go out and buy, let's say, an iPad, or you're going to buy an iPhone, we'll go out and check different sites and compare the prices and so on and so forth. But we don't do this for a weekly shopping, right? Every week we need to do some groceries and some household items. We don't go and check sites, which price is cheaper, which shop is cheaper, right? So what this site allows you to do is actually upload your weekly shopping list, like your grocery list and everything else you might need for the household, and then does a comparison shopping for you for your entire list. Now it's probable that some of the items on the list are cheaper at some places versus others, but what it's going to tell you is which merchant would provide you the biggest bang for your buck for your entire list. And not only that, now if you do decide to go with a vendor, it tells you will be cheapest for your list, you can just click that and your shopping cart at the site is already pre-filled for you. So all you got to go do that is go there and go to the checkout section. I think this is a great example of business innovation. Now, what are the key themes behind these applications? One is consumer centricity. We are interacting with the consumers at a level which was unprecedented a few years back. And the second key thing is business model innovation. We are creating radically different value propositions. I've got some more examples here on the slide. Frito-Lay. Frito-Lay is like, the chip maker, right? It interacted with its customers on social media in order to create regionally inspired flavors for its chips. Another one of my favorite is the Dollar Shaving Club. Now, as you guys probably know, shaving is an extremely competitive industry. There is no way a new entrant can really come in and dominate that space. So what these guys did is they created a marketing video which really went viral over social media. And they created a direct connection with its customers. And they started selling directly to the customers. So no middleman, no retailers, no resellers, no distributors. So this is again another great example of how to leverage technology to your advantage to create new business models. Now, what are the key characteristics of these applications we are looking at? The first one is simplification. You are interacting with your end users. So you want the interaction for them to be as easy and simple as possible, right? The second one is personalization. You don't want to use spam. You want to use the power of analytics in order to draw actionable insight and provide real, valuable, relevant data to your customers, right? Participating behavior. You want to interact with your consumers. You want to leverage, Twitter, Facebook, social media, any channel you can to interact with the consumers, right? And your application is available to everyone around the world. So you need to make sure that it has that level of cultural sensitiveness, which you find in different parts of the world. In the last one, the zero barrier to entry is extremely important. You want to, begin the interaction with your customer at $0. The first interaction has to be free, right? You want to give them a taste before you actually get, them, entice them to make any kind of investment with you. So how are these applications actually getting built? They are not being built traditionally, right? So you don't sit in a room, create a long list of requirements for your applications, and then have 6 to 12 months actually to create that application to take it to market. These applications are being composed, right? You're using a ready-to-use set of services in order to compose your application in an environment. The idea is, to use as much of the capability from these ready-to-use services, so you have to write minimal code. You still have to write code, but the idea is to write minimal code and get your application done and ready to go out within days or weeks, right? And it's not going to be a perfect application, but the idea is to get the application out and then iteratively improve that based on feedback. Now, in order to help you build these applications, IBM recently announced the launch of the Bluemix platform. This is a platform as a service offering from IBM. It actually helps you build these kind of applications. It supports a polyglot framework. It means that you are free to code in the language of your choice, Java, Ruby, Python, PHP, whatever you choose to. It encompasses great DevOps capabilities. Not only does it actually use DevOps to bring these capabilities and solutions to you, actually provide a set of DevOps services which you can incorporate in the applications you build. Another key thing is it has got a rich catalog of services, and this is important. Why is it important? Because look at, the more services you use, the more capability you bring from the services into your application, the less code you have to write, and the faster your application can be run. Right? Another key capability is the freemium model. Right? So you can go into Bluemix today and sign up. It will not ask you for any credit card or any information. You can use it free for 30 days. Now, as we were launching this platform, one thing we realized very early on is that when you're actually building out this next generation of applications, you will need to connect these applications to the applications and data within your data set. So we allow you to do that through an integration service. So for folks who have not actually tried Bluemix, I would strongly encourage you to actually go out and use that to build our applications. So how many here actually use Bluemix, or I actually ran into a few folks who are actually familiar with that? Okay. Yeah, like I mentioned, it's got a rich palette of services to help you build the applications. And again, this is not a complete listing in the length of imagination, but it's actually a sampling of what's available there today. Now, all the services are actually not provided by IBM itself. A lot of these are through our business partners. Now, a lot of them are open source as well. Services like MongoDB, Redis, MySQL. So the idea is to provide the services which our developers actually need, and they recognize and they want to use for their applications. Right? And all these services actually based on a freemium model again, right? So you can use any service for X amount of days or X amount of dollars, and you will not be charged. So great way to actually, start building out your applications. So I'm going to take a little bit of a U-turn here. So we talked about applications and how these applications are impacting IT. The IT is becoming all about, applications and the end user experience. Right? We all love our smartphones. We love the way how easy it is to actually download the application, to delete it, to patch it, to upgrade the software on your applications. And the consumers are expecting the same kind of experience from their enterprise applications as well. Right? And believe it or not, actually, this is a new phenomenon for IT. Because IT used to be all about infrastructure and servers and everything that is required to keep it up and running. But today, all those things are relevant only to the point that they serve up the applications you want. So our customers are actually looking for a balance. They want to extract maximum value from their existing investments in the data center. They want to optimize. They want to optimize the investments in the data center so that they can go out and spend their real dollars on innovation, on creating these new applications in order to interact with its consumers. Now, IBM recognized that very recently that as we talked about applications and how the developers are getting empowered, the same phenomena is actually happening with IT practitioners as well, right? They too want to start consuming the management solutions. They are looking for instant gratification as well, right? Let's take an example, like for a management application, workload automation. Now, people don't want to, spend weeks and months in order to set up the management infrastructure, to put together the hardware and the middleware, to install it, to set up, configure it, before you start to do anything productive on those environments. They want to get started immediately. So what we're doing in IBM here is, we are evolving the way we bring our management solutions to market. We are using a cloud-first model as well. So we are making our capabilities available in the SaaS format and then packaging them up for on-premise delivery, right? We are providing an environment for all the customers to come in and learn about our solutions, to explore them in a live demo environment, to try them actually out with a free trial. And if you really like, what you are seeing in the trial, then you can go out and buy. You can buy using e-commerce with your credit cards, or you can buy through a sales center. In Service Engage, and the URL is at the bottom, I'm not sure if you guys can read that, ibmserviceengage.com. So that URL is actually a portal where we bring all the management capabilities. So this is a listing of some of the management solutions we have there today. Again, I'm not going to go into detail into each one of those management solutions, but the key point, the key takeaway is that each one of these capability and solution represents a multi-million-dollar solution, which is honestly meant for the big boys, the big banks and the enterprise companies. But today, you can start using this capability for less than $100. It's a great place to start and start using the capabilities, which a few years back, honestly, were relegated to only the domain of the big boys, like we call them. A second key point is, all these solutions are available in hybrid mode, meaning they will support the applications which you are building in the cloud, the new transformational applications, as well as the applications in your traditional data center. And this is important, right? We looked at why our customers are actually looking for a balance to support, the in-house, traditional applications, and the new applications built out in the cloud. The last thing, honestly, I want to touch on today is the IBM Cloud Orchestrator. Now, this is a cloud orchestration solution from IBM, which helps you actually build and manage your private cloud. And we've been talking to a lot of customers on the list, and what they tell us is that there are a lot of vendors in the market that provide solutions to quickly build up your development environment. Now, while this is important, honestly, it's not that interesting. Because what happens is, after you have developed your application and you take it to production, then all these rules come into play, right? The rules which tell you that your application now needs to be monitored. It needs to be backed up. It needs to be compliant with your corporate policies. So what we do with IBM Cloud Orchestrator is provide integration into all these different management domains so that you can go live into production as quickly as you can develop. The second key thing you need from an orchestration solution actually is a self-service catalog. A catalog which can empower your end users to go in, select the service they want, and then build it out. And when you talk about self-service, the speed is of paramount interest. And speed from two perspectives, right? The speed with which your solutions can be consumed, and speed with which you can actually stand up your IT services and put in the self-service catalog. And this is where the IBM Cloud Orchestration solution actually helps you by providing a set of wizards and templates which allow you to quickly build up the self-service catalog for your end users. And the last thing I want to touch on is that it is actually built on open source, OpenStack. Now, how many here are actually familiar with OpenStack? Few of you. Right, so that's again an open source hypervisor, if I may, or a hypervisor management solution actually. and we base our orchestrator on OpenStack, so that you are not tied to any specific vendor. Now we are going to make this capability available on Service Engage in a SaaS model, so that you can start coming in and start consuming it and using it, like I said, for less than $100. So we have a beta going on of this capability honestly right now. So if any of you are interested in trying it out, please reach out to me after this session. And honestly, that's all what I wanted to cover today. So I've got enough time for a question. I'll be happy.
Yeah, I definitely think we have some time for Q&A. So if we can just get the hands up, and then we can bring mics over to you. The first is always the hardest to get started, but we'll give it another couple of seconds, and if we don't have any questions at this time.
I couldn't have been that clear.
I'm sure you were so clear that there were no questions out here. All right, so if there's no questions then, I would like to please thank Manish for coming here today and for sharing your insights with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.